This Korean murderer has fans because she's pretty. Let me explain. Miss K, a Korean woman in her 20s, currently arrested and being investigated for poisoning and two men.
Let's rewind that. Let's just confirm our ears real quick. Let's just hear that one more time.
This Korean murderer has fans because she's pretty. Let me explain. Miss K, a Korean woman in her 20s, currently arrested and being investigated for poisoning and two men and hurting possibly more, is getting fans because she is attractive. Her Instagram jumping from 200 followers to 11,000 followers after her identity has been revealed. Plenty of evidence suggests that she purposefully targeted young men using her Instagram to DM them, to get them to meet up with them one-on-one, and then use drinks to poison them. There's even evidence that shows that she looked on ChatGPT whether or not the correct combination would end up in the men that she targeted. Her fans don't like her just for her.
I'm not surprised though. I am not surprised though. You have to understand, in Korea, being pretty is a very, very valuable social currency. No, but it's valuable everywhere. It's valuable in our country too. Everything in Korea is very intense. Said this once, I'll say it again. I've been living here well over a decade. Everything in Korea is intense. Education is intense. They study for over like 12 hours a day. The young kids. Working is intense. Work culture is crazy. Drinking is intense. Dating culture is intense. Have you driven in Korea? Intense. Everything Koreans do are intense. They're very passionate people. The look in Korea, the lookism in Korea is very strong. And this does not surprise me. Does not surprise me at all.
Looks, but because of what she stands for. Some people, especially women, are saying that the men had it coming, that the men were stupid to meet up with her, that a lot of men who do far worse things aren't getting the treatment that she is getting as a potential criminal. She posted a selfie with hashtags like follow for follow on the day that she committed one of these crimes. In fact, on the day that she was supposed to come in for police questioning, she actually tried to do it again, which showcases that she really wants to do it even one last time. With another victim coming forward recently that brings the total victim count to 4. The results of her psychopath test will be released later this month. And of course, fandoms being created around criminals are...
Here's the weird thing. Here's the weird thing. I remember in America when a guy did some crime, like some petty crime, had a mugshot, whatever. Very handsome guy. Ended up getting like a modeling contract. So this is not new. This is not new. But it is very stupid. It is very, very, very stupid. And what makes it more ridiculous, it's usually the opposite sex supporting the criminal. Like that guy who was super handsome in America, it was women. Like he was getting like love letters in jail, in prison. A bunch of love letters in prison. Now, I don't know who is mostly supporting this woman, but I gotta assume there's a lot of dummy dudes who followed her or who is probably supporting her. I don't think anybody should be supporting a criminal. Nobody should be supporting a criminal.
Hybristophilia, Bonnie and Clyde syndrome is not new. A notable recent example being this guy. I feel like this is a hot take, but murder is wrong. This kind of behavior is insane, and she should be condemned. Whether or not she gets the fair or right treatment because of her gender is a completely different issue, but this is wrong. Let me know your thoughts.
Here is something that makes me think that guys are not supporting this. Check in the comments as we doing this recording right now. What's her IG? It's a woman. She's innocent. A woman. I'm not trying to start a gender debate. I'm just trying to say that what are we doing? Why make this person famous? What if the person she unalived was your brother or your cousin or your uncle or someone you love very much or your friend? I think that always changes the perspective because it could be anybody. There's families grieving right now. Literally families grieving right now. And people are... This is why no one takes the internet seriously. You can't take the internet seriously. You can't. We're probably living in a simulation because how? It doesn't matter what she looks like. She probably used her looks to trick these men. And it seems like the men were just average dudes. They were just average dudes because she was just picking the victims. I don't know, man. Am I off course? You let me know down below because I'm confused.